Notaries, check your links. Check your links. Hello, I'm Edith, your favorite purple hair notary with notable moments here, and we're back. Let's dive into a video about checking your links. I recently did an apostille assignment that I needed that was non-Hague, so I needed to contact different notaries across the country. I did get referrals, notaries I already knew, but I did need one state, and that was Texas, the Houston area, where I needed to look. And I was looking for a notary. I did get some referrals that didn't pan out for one reason or another, but I went looking for notaries in all the databases that I know of. Notary Rotary. I took a course where they put us in a database for apostilles. I went in that database. I used the zip code of where I needed to go to find the closest notary in that area. I did all of that. So 3 different options of looking up notaries: calling, looking to see if they have, calling, emailing, texting. Sometimes I got no replies, but this isn't about that. This is about checking your links. One thing that I also made sure to do, I wanted to check your website. So if I was on Notary Rotary, I went to see if you had a website. I try not to hold that against anyone, but I do find it to be more professional. I didn't have my own website, which is why I try not to hold it against people, because I didn't have a website until I was 3 years in, and then I got a website. So I don't know what everyone's journey is, so I try not to hold the website thing against them. But when I did see a website, I was more inclined to click your profile, and when I clicked that profile, it's a dead link. It didn't work. So it's either you're not active. That's what it looked like to me, is that you're not active, because if you're getting phone calls, I know a customer will tell you, hey, like, the website, this isn't working. You would know. So for me, it's like, are you doing business like that? Is it a one-day glitch? Who knows if it's a one-day glitch, but I won't even know because you didn't answer your phone. You didn't answer your text message, and you also didn't answer your email. So I don't know if it's a one-day glitch. It was giving unserious. It was giving that you're not like super active, because I was also looking for a full-time notary, right? Because I needed something to be done soon. And of course, if you have a 9-to-5, you wouldn't be able to take my documents in the following day. I'm telling you, hey, like, I can get you the documents on Wednesday, and you work a 9-to-5, and the place where I'm asking you to go is also a 9-to-5, right? So I was looking for a full-time notary. So not having a website gives me an inkling that you're not full-time, you're not super active, because these links are broken. Not having your social profiles, your databases like up to date. If you don't want to get work from those databases, then sure, like, maybe you've grown out of your working with signing service phase, so you don't keep those things active. I don't really work with signing services. However, I keep them active. I update them. I saw a lot of like Notary Rotary, right? I'm on that website a lot, especially for the page sorter. But anywho, while I was on there, right, like, it tells you when's the last time somebody updated their profile, and I would see that it hasn't been updated in like 4 years. Are you active? I would still shoot my shot, but usually the ones where I don't get a response and it says you haven't updated your profile in 4 years, the ones with the broken links, there was a correlation in making those phone calls. I'm not saying they're not active. However, there was a correlation. None of them called me back. None of them emailed me back, text me back, called me back. None of it. The ones who had old profiles that weren't updated in like 5 years, none of them called me back. None of them communicated back to me, returned any message. And same things with the ones with the broken links. Even if I still tried to shoot my shot to see if I can get someone to be of service to me, they weren't active. The notary that I went with had an active website. She answered, so that was a plus for me. Her profiles were updated, And so those were all like good signs to me. And she didn't answer my phone call, but I sent a text and identified myself. Hello, I'm Edith with Notable Moments Notary, and this is what I need. Is this something that you can help me with? Yes. She was very communicative. Shout out to Robin in Houston, Texas. She was very communicative with me for the whole transaction. I really appreciate it because we need people like that. So go and check your links to someone like me. This is how I was thinking, and you don't know who else is thinking the same way that I was thinking. I'm looking to hire a notary, and I, more than like your average consumer, aside from using Google, I also use the databases that are afforded to me, that we sign up for, that I know exist, where there's a bunch of notaries to call and no one answers their phone. If you have someone like me that thinks like that, hey, your website's not active, your profile's not active, it's giving you aren't active, right? I still try to, because I wanted to close this deal, I made sure to call everyone, but there was in this small sample of research, there was a correlation of those who had, bummed links that they didn't answer. And the one who did had an active profile, had very clear communication of what her services cost, her starting point. She had that on there. She was very clear and direct in what, when she was taking things out, and I really like that. So again, shout out to Robin. So please make sure you're checking your links monthly. I'm always on my own website. I'm there multiple times a week. So I know like that's currently active. Check your profiles if you want to receive signings. Make sure that that's active. I don't do a lot of signing service work, but I still make sure that it's active, especially on something like Notary Rotary, because I know that attorneys and real estate professionals tend to use that. I've been found there by direct clients. So make sure that those pages are active. Check it monthly. If you don't have the capacity to do that, bi-monthly. I don't check mine's monthly. I do a yearly checkup because I'm not super into the, what's the word that I'm looking for? I'm not super into working with signing services. That's just not the phase that I'm in. But I do check them yearly to make sure that they're active, and it shows people, hey, like I'm still here, I'm still going. And my year is actually July, as I became a notary in April of 2020, but July of 2020, that's when I got everything going. But that's a story for another day. So it's about time for my yearly checkup to check all the databases and make sure that all my pages are still Gucci, refresh what I want to say about who I am, who I'm seeking to work with, and what type of notary that I am. I do also change those things up. So make sure that you are checking your own profile links, get them up to date. And if you found a broken link, comment below and let me know that this saved you and you found a broken link. Of course, as always, please like, subscribe, share with your notary friend who you think that could benefit from this. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.